BJP leader, Rajya Sabha member and senior advocate of the Supreme Court, Mr. Mahesh Jethmalani, joining us on the phone line. Mr. Jethmalani, an order coming from the court in its justice saying no coercive action will be taken against Nupur Sharma in any of the FIRs that had been filed or could be filed against her. This is justice coming from the top court, sir.
Yes, absolutely. I think, long overdue because she was facing a number of FIRs all over the country. And multiple FIRs always have to be consolidated in any event. And after, the kind of death threats she's receiving, right, it doesn't make sense. It would be highly irresponsible for anyone to suggest that she travels all over the country, to seek judicial redress for a FIR. So I think the Supreme Court has, the step is welcome. It is sagacious and it's in conformity with justice.
Yes, absolutely. Mr. Jethmalani, also, other than being a politician, we've seen you in several other cases now, especially, giving advice in Maharashtra as a top criminal lawyer of the country. I need to ask you, is this the law that if several FIRs are filed and they need to be clubbed together and heard in one place where the first FIR had been filed?
Well, it's not necessarily. It can be any of the FIRs which the court deems necessary, in the circumstances of the case. Generally, yes, one basis could be the first FIR that is filed. And Rhythm, who should know this better than the first person to face so many multiple FIRs and who got it consolidated by the Supreme Court than the famous anchor, Mr. Arnab Goswami.
Yes, and sir, I also want to say you're absolutely right. This is something that has to be taken into consideration. The Supreme Court today, when it protects Nupur Sharma from arrest in the FIRs registered against her across the country, has also gone into details of where she's facing threats from. They've also mentioned that she says there's a threat to her life if she's called to West Bengal. They've also mentioned that there were people from Pakistan who were coming here and have been detained at Patna.
Yeah, I mean, obviously the threats are serious, and that for somebody who merely supported her, the tailor in Udaipur, what happened to her. It cannot but be taken seriously, and any trivialization of those threats is fraught with danger. Supreme Court has therefore, acted to counter the graveness of the situation.
Yes. Sir, last question before I let you go. They've said on the next date of the hearing, all the states will have to come before them. They've said she can also pursue alternate remedies. How does the case from here pan out?
Well, I mean, let's wait. Let's not second guess the Supreme Court. Supreme Court does on the 10th. So how the case will pan out will depend on the orders of the Supreme Court of the 10th, which we should all, await in patience.
All right. Thank you, sir, for giving us those details.